It was supposed to be a quick run to Target, paper towels, almond milk, and maybe some clearance candles. But the woman in the red trench coat had other plans. She didn't look like trouble. In fact, she looked entitled, the kind of person who never returned her cart to the corral, the kind who snapped fingers at waiters, the kind who thought rules were for other people. And today, she was about to learn what happens when you try to skip the line at the wrong register, in front of the wrong cashier, on the wrong day, because this wasn't just any Target. This was Target store number 1197 in suburban North Carolina. And the cashier's name? Marcus Don't Play That, Hall. It was 4:37 p.m. on a rainy Thursday. The store was packed with after-work shoppers. The express lane was 10 deep. Everyone fidgeting, scrolling through phones, and mentally calculating if their 14 items would slide past unnoticed. At register 8, Marcus stood tall in his red shirt, scanning barcodes with military precision. He'd worked this store for 6 years, knew the regulars, knew the troublemakers. Today his vibe was off. Something in the air. That's when he saw her. Red trench coat, designer sunglasses, indoors, blonde highlights that didn't know where to stop, and a chihuahua sticking out of a leopard print tote bag like a furry siren of doom. She approached the line slowly, looked at the 10 people waiting, looked at the signs. Then, without a word, slid her cart right in front of an elderly man with a walker. Everyone saw it. Nobody said a word, except Marcus. He took a breath. He cracked his knuckles, and he tapped his mic. Her name was Nancy, but to the internet, she'd be known soon enough as the Target line lady. Nancy believed in shortcuts, valet parking, special treatment. She'd worked in HR for 20 years and was used to controlling rooms with her voice. "I'm in a rush," she said without looking up. The old man, Mr. Finley, tried to say something. "Ma'am, I think you," she raised a hand. "I'm not in the mood." Behind her, a college kid in headphones pulled one butt out and blinked. A mom with twin toddlers narrowed her eyes. Marcus clicked his scanner one more time, then kindly said, "Ma'am, this is an express lane, and that's not your place." She turned toward him slowly, as if he'd just committed a social crime. "And what are you going to do about it?" she asked, tilting her head. What Nancy didn't know was that Marcus used to be a loss prevention officer. Before this cashier gig, he worked security at another location and trained in de-escalation tactics. He also knew the law and the cameras. "Tammy," he said into his mic, "go ahead and cue up Register 8's aisle cam. We may need a playback." Tammy in the back room nodded. Within seconds, footage was rolling. Meanwhile, Nancy was unloading her cart minus 27 items, including 2 frozen turkeys and scented foot cream. Marcus smiled. "Let me count that for you," she glared. "Excuse me. Just making sure you qualify for the 10-item express line," he said. The line behind her began to giggle. A few phones were up. Recording. Nancy snapped, "I'll have your job, you smug little." And that's when Marcus tapped his screen. "Tammy, go ahead and call security." Target didn't play when it came to rules. Security Officer James, ex-Air Force, appeared within minutes. He was calm, respectful, but firm. "Ma'am, you can either return to the end of the line or we can walk to the side office and chat." Nancy refused. Flat out, "You're harassing me. This is discrimination. I know the district manager. I'll have your job too." James raised a brow. "That's odd. I am the district manager today. Congratulations." Gasps. Phones recording. Nancy lunged for her cart to push it through anyway, but Marcus hit lane lock. The conveyor belt stopped. The register froze. The monitor blinked. Customer flagged, manager required. What nobody realized in the moment, not even Nancy, was that she'd been in the store before. Last week. Same cart, same dog, same attitude. And last week, she'd returned a blender. and accidentally walked out with a second one hidden under a towel. Target system flagged her face through a new AI theft detection program. So when she caused a scene today, everything connected. Security moved in. Nancy began yelling, claiming health issues, screaming for corporate, and shouting legal threats. But Marcus had receipts and a USB stick. The back office was beige and cold. Nancy sat alone, waiting. Marcus entered with a folder and slid it across the table. Inside, her purchase record, footage of the stolen blender, still images from today, a printed list of every policy she violated. Would you like to explain before we press charges? Marcus asked calmly. She folded. Tears. Excuses. It was for my niece. I didn't mean to. But it was too late. Later that night, someone uploaded a clip to TikTok. Lady cuts line at Target and gets publicly owned. 2.1 million views in 24 hours. The comments exploded. Marcus for president. Why does every Target have a Nancy? That's how you handle entitlement. She really said, "Do you know who I am?" Even Target's official Twitter replied, "Our team members are trained for excellence and justice." Nancy deleted her Facebook, deleted her LinkedIn. Her HOA board voted her off the next week, and Marcus got promoted months later. Marcus still works Register 8 now with a name tag that reads, Marcus, Line Enforcer, he tells the story sometimes. Not to gloat, but to remind people, respect the line. Respect the team. Respect the rules. Because in the world of red carts and fluorescent lights, you never know who's watching. And next time, it might just be you walking into the express lane with 27 items and a legacy waiting to go viral.